Well, hello once again, everybody. Butch Bella here with you. Thanks so much for joining us for today's episode of the Sales Power Tips video blog. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule. I hope you're getting a lot out of these, and I appreciate you taking time to join us. Today we're going to talk about the upfront oral contract. And I get a lot of questions when I talk about this and train salespeople with this. It's really step 2 in the 8 steps to a sale that I teach and that I've talked about and I've written about on my blog before. But it's one that I get the most raised eyebrows, the one that people have the most questions about. So I wanted to devote an entire video blog to it because I think it's important that we understand what it's for and obviously also how to deliver it. And I think that's best done with video because we can use voice inflection and so forth. The upfront oral contract, I want you to think of it as a commitment to get a commitment. What we're doing is basically letting the prospect know we're going to ask you to buy. And we're going to ask that prospect to commit that they will give us a commitment, yes or no, one way or the other at the end. Now, when we ask them to buy, is there still an opportunity and the occasion that they're going to give us an objection or I want to think about it? Sure. What this is also designed to do, in addition to that, is to put them at ease a little bit. I want you to put yourself in the buyer's situation for a second. In so many buyer-seller relationships, the buyer is unsure of what's coming next, and there's almost a fear there, and so that wall is up. There's a tendency to be a little bit of a pushback because they don't know what's going to happen next. With the upfront oral contract, I use it as an opportunity to let the prospective customer know here's where we're going with this process. And it's almost like showing them the roadmap. This is where we're going. This is what my plans are, so that there's no surprises, no reason to freak out. You see a lot of times in the automotive business, people panic. Am I going to another office? Are they going to bring another manager in? What's going to happen next? Why are they talking to this guy? Who's that guy? I don't want the buyer thinking about any of that. So basically, the upfront oral contract is going to go, Mr. Prospect, here's what I would like to do. I would like to obviously share some information about our company. I want to ask some questions and learn a little bit more about your company, your current situation, find out where you are, maybe some things that you're having issues with, and then I'd like to go back and work with my team, and I always say team. Even if it's just me, I want them to, hey, this guy's got a team of people working on this thing for us. Again, little words that we use that are powerful. I want to go back and work with my team to put together a proposal. And if at the end of that, if you and I sit down and together, and again, stress that word, together, we decide that it makes sense for us to do business together, then I've got some next steps for us to talk about. Is that fair enough? I have never had anyone say, no, Butch, that's not fair enough. They're going to say, sure, that's fair enough. And basically what I've done is I've told them, I'm going to take you from the building rapport. I'm going to take you through the process. I'm almost going to shift my chair around from the opposite side of the table to where I'm now on the same side of the table with the buyer through this process. I'm going to go through the uncovering the prospect's wants and needs. That's where I talk about, I'm going to introduce you to some information about our company. I'm going to ask some questions about your company, learn a little bit more. I would like to find out about some of the issues you may be having. I'm telling him this all up front before I get to that step. I want him to know what's coming. So I'm putting him at ease a little bit, but I'm also laying out the foundation for where we're going. Then I tell him, then I'm going to go back, work with my team, and come up with hopefully a proposal that you and I together decide makes sense for you. And if we decide together that it would make sense for us to do business together, then I've got some next steps. Is that fair enough? I have just told him, I'm going to ask you to buy. I'm going to ask you for your business at the end of this process. Again, I've never had anyone say no. So if you need to rewind this, write these words down. Mr. Prospect, here's what I would like to do. I would like to share with you some information about our company. I'd like to ask some questions and obviously find out more information about your company and maybe some things that are maybe causing you some issues, some places where you may not feel like that you're getting the service or the support that you need. Then I'd like to go back and work with my team to put together some ideas and maybe some ways that we can help you. And when we're done with that, and I come back, and if you and I sit down and together we feel like it makes sense for us to do business with each other, then I've got some next steps. Is that fair enough? And that, my friends, is an upfront oral contract. It's a commitment to get commitment, but it is also putting the buyer at ease as far as what's coming in the process, so that there's no shock to them. They know what they're in store for. Again, nobody ever says, no, that's not fair enough. Deliver it naturally. Deliver it like you have delivered it 1,000 times before. It does not have to be like you're reading them a statement. I want it to come out just like that, conversational. And I think you'll really have a lot of success in getting that wall to come down, getting that buyer to shift a little bit to where their ears do perk up. And hey, I kind of want to hear what this guy's got to say. He's got a team of people. And I've also made them aware of the fact that I want us to make this decision together, because that's all going to play into how we end up ultimately asking for the sale. I hope you got a lot out of today's video blog on upfront oral contracts. Again, butchbellah.com, BUTCHBELLAH.com. You can email me, butch@butchbellah.com. Follow me on Twitter @SalesPowerTips. Find our Facebook page, Butch Bellah Coaching. Go over there and give us a like. I know all of you are on Facebook, so go over there and give us a like. And check out our blog. Email us with questions, things that you would like to do, would like for us to cover in the future. We do, obviously I do one-on-one business and sales coaching over the internet via Skype, based out of Dallas, Texas, but I'd love to work with you and help you explode your growth. If you feel like you're lacking in any one or maybe all 8 of those areas of steps to the sale, I can help you, guaranteed. Just send me an email and say, Butch, hey, let's talk. And doesn't cost you anything for a little consultation to see if we can find a way for us to work together. I'll see you next time.